Let's talk about part-whole relationships and number bonds. What are number bonds? Well, number bonds are actually just different parts of a number that add up to a whole. So let's look at some number bonds. Here, we're going to think about number bonds to 10. Can you find the shape that already equals 10? Yes, this is 10. So actually, we don't need to add anything to it. The two parts would be 10 and 0. That would equal 10. Let's keep going. Here we have 9. What do we need to add to 9 to make the number bond 10? Perfect. 9 plus 1 makes 10. How about this one? 8 plus 2 makes 10. Let's keep going. 7 plus 3 makes 10. Are you noticing a pattern here? I'm noticing that each time the block we begin with gets one smaller, the block we add is one larger. So our last number bond was 7 plus 3. Can you guess what our next number bond will start with? Exactly. 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. And one more. 5. Yes, and another 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So these are some of the number bonds to 10. We have two different parts that come together, and each of these combinations makes 10. We do really need to remember these. Let's continue on. Only this time we're going to think about a 10 frame and double-sided counters. This 10 frame is already full. So how many counters do we have? 10. Now let's make a link or a connection to something else you're probably familiar with. A part-whole model. The whole amount is 10. We can see here that we already have 10 red counters. So how many more do we need to make 10? I hope you said 0 instead of none. Well done. 10 plus 0 equals 10. Now, let's make some changes to the 10 frame. If we flipped one over, now we can see we have 9 red counters and 1 blue. We can see that 9 plus 1 equals 10. Let's keep going. Let's flip another one. Can you guess what go in the parts of the part whole? How many red? 8. How many blue? 2. 8 plus 2 equals 10. And on we go. Can you tell me the number sentence? The number bond to 10? Did you say 7 plus 3 equals 10? Fabulous. And once again, I hope you're noticing a pattern. Take a look at those number sentences. What's happening to the red numbers? What's happening to the blue numbers? Can you guess what the next number bond will be? Our next number bond will be 6 plus 4 equals 10. And one more. You got it. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Well done. Okay, this looks familiar. A part-whole model with the whole being 10. And these look familiar. We just did these. So it says here, if you know all of those number bonds, then you know, I'm going to pause here. Why don't you have a go? Think about if you know the number bonds on the side that we just went through, then can you figure out the number bonds with the missing digits? Go ahead, and then come back and I'll give you the answers. Okay, if you know 10 plus 0 equals 10, then you know 0 plus 10 equals 10. Let's go on to the next one. If you know 9 plus 1 equals 10, then you know 1 plus 9 equals 10. I'm going to fill in the rest of these, and then I'm going to ask you, what's the same? What's different? Once again, I hope you're seeing a pattern here. Now let's think about using number bonds to 10 to help us with number bonds to 20. And we'll begin by reviewing our number bonds to 10. Remember, the more times we go over our number bonds to 10, the better chance is that we'll remember them. So our first one was 10 plus 0 equals 10. But when we flipped one over, we could see 9 plus 1 equals 10. Then we flipped another and said 8 plus 2 equals 10. I'm going to flip another one over and call out the number bond to 10. 7 plus 3 equals 10. And another. Good. 6 plus 4 equals 10. And one more. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Super. But how does that help us to know our number bonds to 20? Well, first of all, we need to build 20. And all we have right now is 10. So let's build another 10 frame and fill those in. Now we have 10 plus 10 equals 20. And do you know what we're going to do? We're going to begin to flip one over at a time and think about new number bonds to 20. Here we go. Now we have 19 plus 1 is equal to 20. Hang on a minute. Do you remember when we did 9 plus 1 equals 10? That's like that bottom 10 frame. And if we think about 9 plus 1 equals 10, we can think about 19 plus 1 as 10 plus 9 plus 1. And 10 plus 9 is 19, so 19 plus 1 equals 20. Can you see what's the same? Can you see what's different? Let's keep going. Here we have 18 red counters plus 2 blue counters equals 20. And the next one? Can you guess? Well done. 17 plus 3 equals 20. And again. Now we have 16 plus 4 equals 20. Can you see the number bond to 10 that helps us to know 16 plus 4 is 20? I hope you said 6 plus 4 equals 10. And let's do one final. 15 plus 5 equals 20. Well done. Okay, I'm going to pause here, and I want you to have a go. Think about what you know, your number bonds to 10, and if you know those, then you know some of our number bonds to 20. Have a look, fill these out, and these, and then come back, and we'll go through the answers together. So let's go across. If 9 plus 1 equals 10, then you know that 19 plus 1 equals 20. And now let's move down. 10 is equal to 7 plus 3. Then you know that 20 is equal to 7 plus 13. Great. Next one. If you know 16 plus 4 equals 20, then you know that 6 plus 4 equals 10. And our last one. Did you put 0 plus 10 equals 10? And if you know that, then you know 0 plus 20 equals 20. Okay, let's keep going. And let's test your number bond skills. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me, is this a number bond to 10? If it's yes, it'll go over into the yes box. If it's a no, it'll go over into the no box. Are you ready? 9 plus 1. Is this a number bond to 10? Yes. How about this one? 5 plus 4. No, it's not a number bond to 10. It's a bond to 9. Next one. 4 plus 6. Is this a number bond to 10? Yes. How about 2 plus 8? Yes. 8 plus 3. No, it's not a number bond to 10. And one more. 10 plus 0. Yes, it's also a number bond to 10. How did you do? Now let's test your number bond skills again. Oh, only this time it's number bonds to 20. Here we go. 9 plus 12. Is this a number bond to 20? No. That would equal 21. And this one. 18 plus 2. Is this a number bond to 20? Yes. Let's keep going. 4 plus 16. Yes, it's a number bond to 20. And I'm curious, were you thinking if I know 4 plus 6 is 10, then I know 4 plus 16 equals 20? Remember, use those number bonds to 10 to help you. Here's another. Is this a number bond to 20? Yes. And a final one. Is this a number bond to 20? No, it's not. Well done. Keep practicing your number bonds to 10 and your number bonds to 20. Okay, I'm going to show you a question. And it says, What number bonds could this be? And we have a bar model with a total of 20. I'm going to pause here and use the number line below. Look carefully at the picture. What number bonds could this be? Let's have a look. It could be 8 plus 12. It also could be 7 plus 13. But there are a lot of number bonds that wouldn't look right in here. For instance, if we said 1 and 19, or 0 and 20, because this bar model shows that there are two pieces, but they're quite big pieces. Is that what you were guessing? Interesting. All right, remember we said you have to keep practicing. So, if you have the worksheet, have a go at the worksheet. Or, if not, there's lots of material available on the BBC Bite Size website. Keep practicing.